Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hello, everyone. Since I have excessive amounts of free time today, we're going to go over RileyCS's Battlefield clips, specifically the most locked-in cat girl one. Now, if you don't know, this is a 60 FPS video. Riley's stream is between 220, 190 to 240. Or the game is 190 to 240 FPS about, and the stream itself is 60 FPS, the video is 60 FPS, so everything gets coded down. What I'm going to do when I measure the reaction times is essentially basically do 3 different measurements. One of being -1 frame. No, sorry, one being the amount of frames I see from whatever point to what I believe the visual stimulus is for Riley to understand and make an adjustment or a movement or something like that. And then the time that actually takes to happen. And then I'll subtract 1 frame from that to account for any amount of input delay, because the reaction would be before that movement. And then I'll take away 2 frames just in case within the space of 240 frames per second, that's about 4 frames that happens within one interval of a frame at 60 FPS. It'll take that away too, right? So I will be very generous to Riley in this scenario, and also very brutal to Riley in this scenario, because as you'll see, for someone who is proclaimed to be a pro aimer, their reaction time seems to be very average to below average, and it's very strange. And we'll look into it by going frame by frame through all the videos that are going to be on the docket today, right? So, if you don't know, 1 frame at 60 FPS is given at around 16.67 milliseconds. So, whenever I do a frame count, let's say it's 5 frames, it'll be 5 times 16.67. So, if I do that, that gives me 83.35 milliseconds, right? Now, if I subtract a frame from that, that becomes 4 frames, and then it'll become 3 frames. Now, here's the issue that we'll run into. The average reaction time for the human is around 1/4 of a second. And I'll throw up an article that kind of lays out the average reaction time for regular people, gamers, and then pros. And a lot of the things that you'll see, the lowest recorded reaction time for a pro gamer is like around 130 milliseconds. And that's in like and that's in like a pro play when they're doing their positional aiming. So instead of doing their random ass flicks, they're going to be on target because they're waiting for an enemy to go by, and then they see the enemy, they react to it, they shoot the enemy, right? And it's very simple. And unlike, flicking, and then you have to make an adjustment after that flick because you realize that you overflick the enemy or underflick the enemy, and then try to go back on target, right? And we'll go over this as we go. So let's start the video. As you see, Riley's in the Iberian map, which is by far, I think, the worst map in the Battlefield beta. Well, Week 2's Battlefield beta, especially with Week 1, because it's just awful. So we're going to go through this video. And as you can see, Riley is aiming, right? Aims to the left, is undershooting constantly, but trailing at a constant velocity. Catches up to the enemy, and starts shooting him. He's getting a hit. So here's the first kill shot. And we're going to be going from here to count how long it takes for Riley to get the next kill, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's going to be 17 frames, it looks like, because she goes up here. Let's start moving up to here. And then starts tracking this guy going down. Okay, so we're going to open up a notepad. Open up CSV. So we're going to do Excel. Okay, so 17 frames, so 17 times 16.67. Oh, shit. Oh, hold up. $283. 16 times 16.67. I'm very done with Excel. No. $16 equals 15 times 16.67. So 250, 266, and at worst 283. Now 250 is exactly on the average frame time, the average human reaction time. So now let's go back to my scrubbing. So now she's moving and tracking this target. All right. Here's the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. We'll do 22. Okay. So let's bring it up. So it's equal to 22 times 16.67. 21 times 16.67. And then 20. No, fuck off. Oh, man. I'm very bad at Excel. I know. Okay. So now we're at 333 at the lowest end, 350 at the medium, and 366 at the highest. Or 367 because of rounding. So, now, we're going to continue, because Riley understood, and she's in scope, and she's going to run through the building.
That was so long ago.
Now, as you can see on the map, you can't see the dot, the spotted enemy, because Riley's avatar is in the way, but as soon as you turn, you can see that this is here. Now, at some point, Riley looks down there, because instead of peeking the corner anywhere around here and deciding to push forward, she decides to push out all the way and then turn this way. Now I'm going to ignore that reaction time because I don't know exactly when the actually, hold up, it might be when the eyes go down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, I'm not gonna count that as a reaction time. It looks like she realized there's an enemy around here and then decided to turn. So I'm gonna ignore that because that just seems like an average reaction time. Huh? Now this is an example of something that's weird. When you're moving your mouse across the screen, it's always going to be like a constant looking velocity, and there's not going to be much of stops or any kind of interruptions unless you're actually doing and like kind of like being dragged against it. So I'm dragging my mouse across the screen. It is a constant drag, right? What Riley does here is does a short stop here and then goes on the target. Now, I'm not sure if this is a rendering thing, but this is 2 frames of the crosshair doing this. All right, barely moving. So it looks like she stopped and then decided to do this. Now, this is a little weird because if you ask me, it just looks weird. It might be a recording thing, but like I highly doubt that. Because you can see, you get the dot, goes this way. You get that 2 frame stop. And I've seen this before, and every single time I see this, it locks onto a target. And it's usually on a player. And then it locks off because it's like, yeah, it's just like an aim assist looking thing. So now she's on this guy, overshoots after undershooting. So we're going to count the frames for here, right? And then I'm going to make a new category. Adjustment reaction times. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it up here, actually. So it's going to be lowest, medium, highest. So now we have the new category. So Riley starts shooting here. So I'm going to take how long. We're going to take into consideration how long it takes for her to realize that you know, guns up, right? That she's off target, and that's a grenade on the screen, right? Grenade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, she's aiming now. Hold up. Gonna count that again. So basically, when she starts aiming is when she realizes she's off target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine frames. Interesting tracking for someone who can't see the reticle. This is also proof that Riley has a overlay on her screen for a crosshair. If you don't know, Riley's using a... I'll put a picture up of what it looks like. It's essentially a circle with a hollowed out... It's just a circle, and then some parentheses on the side. I'll put up a screenshot on the screen. But as you can see, when she starts aiming, she's now perfectly tracking the enemy and gets the kill shot, right? So let's count those frames again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, we'll do 7 to 9 frames. Although I do think it might be lower, actually, because this, I can check again. Let me do that one more time. Basically, once the crosshair goes down is when Riley starts aiming down sight, is what it looks like. Right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames. 5. Okay, interesting. So 5 frames to adjust to realize that she's missing. So, okay. Yep. Equals 5 times 16.67. Equals 4 times 16.67. equals 3 times 16.67. Ooh, that's some interesting reaction time there you got, Riley. That's already below 100 and 130, so that's basically in the realm of inhuman. As you can see, along with the weird lock that's going on here, once it's aiming, right? Crosshair is on target, on target, on target. It is following, right? So now we're going to count the frames it takes for realizing that he's dead. So that's the marker, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames. Okay. So once again, we're at 16 equals 16 times 16.67 equals 15 times 16.67 equals 14 times 16.67. So as you can see, we're kind of dipping into this area of the millisecond kills being interesting. So now she's starting the target switch, all right? So the target switch has begun to the next enemy. So let's continue. Wild flick. All right. So now she's shooting at nothing. So I'm going to start from here. That's a movement, so that's her stopping aiming right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames. So, we're going to go back to the thing. 13. Oh, sorry. Adjustment. That's adjustment time. 13 times 16.67. 12 times 16.67. Fuck. 11 times 16.67. Enter in all these. Fuck. So now we're going to continue for the kill shot. Is completely tracking this target, and it's on the lower neck, upper thorax area. So now, as you can see, this guy stands up, right? And here's another thing. This guy by the staircase gets marked on the map because apparently he's shooting for some reason. It might be the guy on the ground, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. So it's this guy under the staircase gets marked somehow. And you can see this guy now, he's standing up. So this is where Riley's next target should be. And we'll see something very interesting happen. So there's the kill shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frames. So, now we're here. 14 times 16.67 equals, enter, equals 13 times 16.67, enter, equals 12 times 16.67. Okay, so we're kind of having a consistent line for what Riley's reaction time for target flicking is upon realizing there's a kill. And except for the second one, because there is no enemy in sight here. So this one is no other enemy to tick, no other enemy to flick to. One flick. First flick. second. Okay, now let's continue. So this is the kill shot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I already do this? I might have already done this. Hold on. I think I already did this. Yeah, that's fine. I already did this. So now she flicks to the other enemy. Okay, aimed at the crotch. Over aims. Okay, so now we have to figure out what her reaction time is. So this is where essentially we see the enemy, or Riley sees that she's over flicking. So let's continue. Or that they're over flicking. So let's continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames for a reaction, and is now aiming at the person behind the pillar here. Oh, sorry, the railing for the staircase. So that is a 4 millisecond reaction. That is 4 frames. Now, once again, in human reaction time. So here we are again. And now we're going to see that Riley's tracking is going to be strafing, and it's just shooting. Aims up at the guy. Continues. So we got another aim flick. So Riley knows she's off here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frames again. I'm just going to drag those columns down because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I don't need to repeat this. So there's another micro adjustment because the mesh, it's just different. Now, still shooting at the guy behind the pillar. It's still tracking that target. And then it finally swaps on to this guy. Do you understand the problem here? This isn't recoil, by the way. This is aim. The mouse has moved. This isn't recoil, okay? So let's continue. It just decides to go over here now. So we're shooting at this guy's left hip, right hip. Now we're on target. Is going over again. I don't need to keep telling you how these aim adjustments are basically in the sub 100 millisecond bracket. I'm not going to keep putting that in there because that's just in human reaction time. Okay, kill shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 frames to go on to this guy. So now we're at our first inhuman aim flick, okay? Third flick. So 7 times 16.67. Six times 16.67. 5. It's 5 times 16.67. Once again, this is my interpretation of when the visual stimulus is, which is what I can see, which is not considering the render time for any of the actual things going on. So that's not considering the input lag for the mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, or the game engine. So that's just, I'm assuming that's what it is. That's the highest millisecond input lag. This is considering that, okay? And then this is considering the difference for the high rate the medium plus the high refresh rate monitor, potentially putting in 3 extra frames that we could possibly see something that possibly could be Riley's visual stimulus for her to make the target flick, okay? Or the adjustment. And as you see, this is basically inhuman, okay, for a target flick. It just is. So, let's continue. So he's shooting. As you can see, moves over here. He's aiming here. So, we're on here now. 1 frame from stopping to adjusting is over, is in line with that person, but getting blocked by the railing. Now, let's count how many frames there are for each reaction here. So if Riley, let's say Riley assumes that they're over-flicking from this position, right? 1, 2, 3. Once again, that's a strafe. That's not just a strafe. That's a rotation, right? This is a strafe. As you can see, the target, the reticle, the crosshair, the sight is moving left. It's moving from right to left, and that's now a rotation involved, right? Because now the thing is there, right? You can see the wall is disappearing slightly more, and it's being rotated out of the screen, right? So that's another inhuman aim flick, right? And now Riley's on target. And as you see, the crosshair doesn't move. Now, what is Riley's... When is Riley making a reaction to this? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 frames? Yeah, that seems about average.
My God! What the fuck?
Now,
Yeah.
if you see this, this looks like it's a hand readjustment.
Oh my!
And then Riley makes another one.
Yeah. Oh my
We're
God!
gonna continue going through.
What the fuck? That was nuts!
It was nuts because you're cheating. So now we're at the infamous rock clip, which if you don't know, there's actually 5 enemies in this clip. There is 1 person here, 1 person on the rock, and we're gonna just go through and not talk about it until later. Right? Now, if you can't see, there is a 2nd person here, a 3rd person here, and there is a 4th person in the corner, right? Now, that person in the corner is the one that's been marked on the map right here, which is what everyone is saying that Riley was trying to flick to before making the adjustment in pre-fire to aim at that person, right? Or attempt to aim at where they disappeared on the screen. It looks like she's still underflicked, but is now coincidentally in line with the person that is coming down the hill, and that is a personal marker because Riley is looking at that person, and they're not marked on the map at all. So, now, Riley then shoots at this person, but that's not a kill, right? That's just not a kill.
Wow,
Yeah, Riley shoots at this person,
straight at
doesn't kill this person. Now, if you don't see, right underneath the double kill marker is another person who has been recently downed, and you can see this. You can see them moving, right? So, you see they're on the back, they turn, shit, they went back.
Wow,
Look, he's moving. This guy is moving around, so he's been recently downed, potentially by squadmate 1 right here. It could have been squadman 4 because he's behind a wall. Squad mate 1 is the one that was the most likely to kill him, or this blueberry up here because he would have line of sight down here, right? And where Riley is looking at this position is about in line with where that person is, if you look.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
Keep going.
Oops.
And now the position Riley is in is
Oops.
right next to them on the map. As you see, it's the bottom right of C.
Oh, well, there's that guy there. Skill job.
And where is Riley aiming? In that approximate location when the flick happens. When the target adjustment happens. When the target adjustment happens, right there is aiming in that approximate position. So that's why I believe Riley, this is why I first believe Riley was aimbotting, along with the next clip you'll see with the car. Now we're going to break down every single reaction time in this clip, right? So Riley snaps onto this guy. I don't know why. Stops here. And then aims. And as you can see, the sight is on there right now. That's the kill. Okay, so we got the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames for the kill to the flick. So we're going to go with the first flick. So we're around the 200. We're around the 200 gang again. Just coincidentally. Right? This seems to be the case. So we're going to continue going. Oh, that's OBS again. My bad. I'm going to continue going through this clip. So here we go. And now this is where the adjustment's going to begin because Riley is now shooting at this rock. And I'm going to stop counting when this 4 becomes a 1. And you can't see when it's going to become a 1 because the speaking of squad channel thing is just there. But we're just going to continue. 1, 2. Mouse movement at 2 frames. Okay, interesting. So that's a 2 frame mouse movement. Interesting. Excel. Equals 2 times 16.67 equals 1 times 16.67 equals 0 times 16.67. Once again, another inhuman reaction time for Riley with the aim adjustment. As you can see, somehow it's 33 across these 3. Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Now let's continue. So that's the first one, and then it's going to be really the realization that Riley stopped shooting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do 14. Because it looks like she's readjusting her aim, changing her aim right here. So we're going to do 14. And then moves the mouse again. Okay, so that's 14. Looks like that's a... I don't know. That's just another 14. We'll just do 14. So, 14... So, once again, these just so happen to be the higher ones because it's a manual adjustment, which is within the about average reaction time for a human or a gamer, right? These are all inhuman reaction times. Just saying. Sus as fuck. Now let's continue. Riley decides, after seeing this, decides to unscope. Runs towards the enemy. Mouse goes over here. He's shooting. So your mouse is here. Right? I don't know why it's not locking on to this guy instead, but it's locking onto this guy. As you can see, the mouse goes over. So Riley must have known while scoping in, if we are to believe that there's no aimbot, that she'd be off, and instead of tracking during the scope in, she was behind, and then accelerated on the target, and then continued tracking onto said target. Now, it's the kill shot, so let's continue where the next one would, whatever next action happens. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10 frames before the flick. So, now this is the second flick territory. Hold up. I have to count again because I just lost my place. This is why another thing. Mouse acceleration, snaps on the target, goes on. Lands all the shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 frames. So, it's 11. 183. 10 times 16.67. We're reaching the pro gamer territory. And 9 times 16.67. Oh, I forgot the equal. My bad. 150. Yeah, so we're reaching the pro gamer territory with this flick. Excuse me. So let's continue. So from here, when does Riley understand what the micro adjustment is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 32 frames for the adjustment flick. Equals 32 times 16.67. Yeah. 31 times 16.67. 20, 30 equals 30 times 16.67. So that's a half second. This is going to be a separate one that I'm going to call... I don't know how to call... I'm not even going to denote that. That's just going to be the on aim. Okay, next category. So, you're aiming at this guy now. Now you're locked onto him with your crosshair because you started aiming down sight, right? You got him in your sights. Look where that crosshair lines up on his right arm again. You don't get any hits because he's already dead. So, we're going to go from when the dot disappears to when the next enemy gets onto. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 frames. Okay, interesting, interesting. So, equals 24 times 16.67 equals 23 times 16.67 equals 22 times 16.67. Third flick. Now, next one is the third clip. So Riley's running. Spots a car. As you can see, pulls out the gun, starts moving still, gets shot, and continues to decide to engage the car.
Yes.
Aim is started. He's tracking in mid-aim. Interesting. Slightly behind. On point. On target. On target. On target. On target. Is the kill shot, and let's see when the flick happens. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 for when the flick happens, so you get the kill. Man, I gotta edit so much stuff out of here. Hold up, what was it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 14 frames. Okay. Okay. Equals 14 times 16.67. Equals 13 times 16.67. Equals 12 times 16.67. Another 200 millisecond range. Okay. Okay. And then, here's the thing that's extremely weird about this clip. We'll now aim over here. Now, this is another example of what aim assist would look like, because you're tracking that object nearly perfectly, and then once the enemy dies, you're just somehow accelerate your aim past the car, and now you're aiming at nothing, and then de-aim. Like, that's not even a flick. That's just you trying to... That's you aiming... That's just you naturally aiming off to the left, because it looks like you're trying to move your mouse in line, so it's just in line with the car. But your cheats are making sure that you stick onto that target for long enough, and then your natural aim takes over and accelerates you out of the zone, right? So now, this is the next clip. So, here we go. Now, here's the thing that is really strange about Riley. Riley constantly... Here it is, ready? You can track the car perfectly, right? You didn't miss any shots on that guy in that car, essentially, without any spread. And you're tracking it perfectly, right? Through the recoil that you were managing, which would throw off the tracking slightly, right? Now, here are you aiming at this guy. Overshoot immediately. This ray gun comes out, you pull that, right? You aim over. You fire some shots. Now you go on to the target, right? See the problem here? So let's count how many frames it takes for each microdose, right? So you're aiming. Go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16 frames. I'll go with 17. equals 17 times 16.67 equals 16 times 16.67 equals 15 times 16.67. And we're back at the 250 millisecond range. So, you know, that's a human adjustment because that's a quarter-second average time. So Riley is now adjusted onto the target and essentially kills him. So let's see how long it takes for Riley to go on to the next target. Even though when he dies, he's basically shooting at the next target already. So we'll just basically go from when he starts aiming in is when he's shooting at the next target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 frames to aim down sight. So, 19 times 16.67 equals 18 times 16.67 equals 17 times 16.67. Okay, another OBS open. My bad. I'm just going to just do this over here. So, you're aiming down sight now. Off target. And then you slightly bring it over. Actually, it kind of looks like you're on target that entire time, so I'm not going to do an adjustment thing. It looks like he's kind of being obscured slightly, and you're just aiming past him through spread, it looks like. But here's the thing. This guy was shooting at you, and instead of aiming at this thread over here, your target switching brain try to get you to aim at the other ping on the mark because you can't see this guy because your fucking gun is blocking him, right? So you haven't perceived that guy yet until essentially he starts shooting at you, and you decide to kill this guy. You don't kill him, so you swap over. Inhuman reaction time again, nice. So you swap over this way. So, when do you notice? Let's find out. You weren't shot by this guy, right? Yeah, you weren't shot by that guy. So I'm going to assume right when that marker shows up is when you probably realize that you're being shot at. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Second flick, no kill. Swapped off for our next biggest threat. What did I say? We said it was 20, right? Hold up. Can I have a frame timer down here? I had a frame timer here yesterday. What's up? That's 11. Okay. So it shows up. 15. $48 milliseconds to 11. So damn, Riley. So 48 milliseconds to 11 is 30 frames. Ugh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's only 22. Ugh. No, yeah, no, that's 30. Because that brings it up to, that's 20, 20, 23. 23 frames? Yeah, that's 23 frames. Okay. So we're going to go down here now. So equals 23 times 16.67 equals 22 times 16.67 equals 21 times 16.67. So now we swapped off to that target. And you over adjust over here. Right? Natural aim. Immediate goes back on the target. So around here is, we're going to go around here. 1, 2, 3. 3 frames. 3 frames. 3 frames to micro adjust. Okay. Here we go again. So 3 equals 3 times 16.67 equals 2 times 16.67 equals 1 times 16.67. Inhuman reaction time, once again, for RileyCS. Now, just weird. Just weird. And you're not even moving your mouse, you're just strafing. Which is strange because you decide to move your mouse over here instead, even though this guy just straight up isn't moving. So it looks like you're trying to move your mouse to the right still, and the aimbot's like, hold up. The aim assist needs to turn off for a second because the game might detect your mouse movements. Or I don't fucking know. But yeah, you just did that, and somehow you lived when you should have fucking died. So let's see how long it takes for you to switch from this target to the next target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 frames. 9. 9 frames. Okay. Okay. Third flick. Flick to nothing. 9 frames. Oops, I think I fucked up. My bad. 150 equals 8 times 16.67. Oh my god, stop it. Yeah. So we're in the Pro League reaction times again. Very interesting. Below Pro League reaction times, actually. So now you aim this way. So you aim this way and then go immediately that way. So this is another instance of your aim assist fucking you over because your natural mouse aim is going that way and then you're just that way, right? So I'm gonna add a special exemption and make a next category from when you actually decide to aim away, which is this way. So that's 5117. To 5106. 11 frames. Huh. So now that's 11 frames, so I'm going to make a category over here just for you in this section. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm going to make another section over here just for you, or it's going to be the adjusted fucking thing, because you fucked up so goddamn hard, your aim assist fucked you over again. Because if I'm saying this is a micro adjustment, that's impossible, right? Because you're aiming this way, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, 4 milliseconds? Really? Another 4 millisecond clip of you micro adjusting, Riley? No, that's not you micro adjusting. This? What? This is you micro adjusting. From when you go to here to there, right? So you're doing this. Yeah, so it's 5117. So 11 frames then. Okay, so so as you can see, this bitch, the aim assist fucked up for you again. And I went back. Great. Fucking lovely. I am a boomer with a resolve, I know. So, you want to go this way now. You aim down here for some reason. I'm pretty sure that's your aimbot deciding to aim down here. I don't know what's up with that, because it's another weird micro adjustment, which just shows you cheating once again. But we're gonna go from here to the next part, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 4-frame micro adjustment. Riley, are you fucking kidding me? Riley. Oh my god. Oh. Fucked up. Oy vey. So, this guy dies. So when... So what's going on here? We're going to go from when the dot disappears to when you decide to aim again. So we're going to start from here and go onwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 41 frames for you to manually flick from when the dot dies and you realize he should have been dead to when the decide to flick over to that rock. So, third flick. To rock between enemies. I don't even know if I should even include this because that's just fucking egregious. So that's 5210. $51.28. So that's 32, 42 frames again. Ugh. Oy vey, Riley. How do you keep going from pro aimer to fucking dumpster tier fucking player? I mean, seriously, man. Wild. So now you snap over to here. Why? Well, we'll find out. Then you snap over to here. Right. You oversnap to where this guy is going to be. So we're going to figure out what your adjustment time is, right? So we're going to say you figure out here that you went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 frames. Okay, so 12 frames. Once again, human reaction time. I'm going to basically mark everything that is sub 130 as inhuman at the end of this, and then I'm just going to make sure that this entire spreadsheet is available to everybody, because this is just bullshit, and everyone who's defending this is unable to understand common sense. So you make your micro adjustment, or your macro adjustment, really, because this fucking big-ass aim. So now you realize you're over here. We're going to say you realize over here that you fuck up, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frames once again for your overshoot. Fuck that. I'm just going to drag this down because it's what it is. Once again, another actually human reaction time, it seems like. Potentially. Even though it's, yeah. And then, for some reason, you decide to aim back a bit. I don't know what you're doing, Riley. It's fucking weird. Should I even include this? Yeah, let's include this. So you go this way. Then you go back. So, around here, 1, 2. That's just an instantaneous move, so I'm not gonna even... I don't even know what that is. That's probably you realizing you flicked too hard, maybe, and then trying to correct it before, and then that's how you underflick. So I want to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 10. 10 frames. Now this is entirely possible. 16.67. 9 times 16.67. And I kind of get into the territory of the impossible soon. So, you're on target now. And now you're aiming at this guy below you, which, for the sake of argument, I'm going to say when you snapped over here, this guy isn't here yet. I'm assuming he's probably around here. Yeah, it looks like he would have been around here-ish when you started, and now he's going to appear over here. And then you flick there, even though, I don't know, you shouldn't see him because when you turn your head, he's not pinged, but you did that. It didn't look like you aimed, so maybe you didn't see him yet, but you were online with him. And then you decide to run after him, right? So let's go find out where your next flick is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames. How is there a typo? Equals 16. Okay, continue. So now we're over here in Cairo, which I think was the best map of the beta. And beta week 2, I think Manhattan had some potential, but was getting kind of fucked over by just an awful first breakthrough point. So, Riley's aiming over here. So this is another weird thing that you find out that's just extremely weird and doesn't make any sense. Riley is flicking to this person here, right? But for some reason, decides, even though you can't see any of these people on the minimap, and you can barely see this guy's arms, right? You see this guy come out here, right? So let's assume Riley isn't going to be in the motion of flicking here, right? So they already queued up their move to flick here. So let's count from when it gets to here to when she decides to flick back to the last person. So we're exactly at 1 minute, 55, no, just 55 seconds in 0 frames. 6 frames. That is 6 frames for you to decide that you wanted to actually aim on this person instead. So that is another inhuman reaction time. Once again. I can accept this as potentially being possible. However, that was with the guy who had the electrodes on his hands and had to get electrocuted by a fucking computer to be able to have his arm react that kind of way. And as we can see in Riley's hand cam, as long as that is a real hand cam and is not some kind of VSIM hand cam, okay, there are no electrodes that will be able to control the muscles of Riley's arm. So this is technically possible. I highly doubt it, though. Okay? Now, you went from this person to this person. Okay? So once again, this is your setting of maybe the most visible enemy, and who's closest to you is who will get targeted by the aimbot. And then when you fucking aim over here, you somehow snap back onto this guy. Right? So I don't know what's up here. This is just fucking weird. So, let's continue. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're in the middle of moving at like 7 frames. That's just another one. So you got a 7 frame micro adjustment. Like, come on. So now we're shooting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 frames for the next flick to happen. So this is the first flick in Cairo. I said 18, yeah. 18 times 16.67. Yes. Just delete the cell. First flick Cairo. So, let's continue. You're on here now. You're off target. I am not going to start making adjustments because it looks like you're just tracking his backpack for some reason. So, yeah, you're just... Actually, should I? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 frame micro adjustment to get on target. Amazing, Riley, as usual. Okay, now let's continue. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm just going to write this in. Did I say 17 or 16? Shit. 51. $36. So that is indeed 17. No. If that's at 36 to 51. Like, fucking hell, this is why I hate fucking math. It's like 15 frames. Oh, oops. Yeah, sorry. 15 frames. So. Well, again, second flick. We're going to go over now. Yeah, so, as we see here, Riley is tracking the target, and as soon as he dies, right, he's following the target. The target's being followed. Is following the target, dies. When the target starts falling over, the aiming stops. But you're not flicking Riley. Very weird. Now you start flicking. You're on target. You go off target. You're off target. You're shooting somebody else? Is there another person in that corner? No. There's no one else in that corner, right? That's weird. I'm not even going to do anything about this adjustments because this entire clip is just weird. So you're hitting him. So from here to your third flick, when you decide to move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames to flick. Huh. It seems that there's a very consistent time in which the flicks are happening. Right? And that's within the average reaction time for most of them. Except, for this one here. This one's outside. Bruh, that's just fucking dumb. But the micro adjustments, Riley, are awfully sus. And we're going to continue going through this clip until we're done. And I'm sure this video is going to be like 2 hours long or 3 hours long by the time we're done with it. Because there is a lot of shit to break down because people are just wrong, right? Now, we're going through here.
How much of this is this film?
That guy gets seen through the wall. Interesting. I'm not going to count that because that's at most 4 frames being there. And Riley's playing on high ping. So I'm not sure if... Actually, I think all these clips are on high ping. That's weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. But that's an interesting bug. I guess he's too close to the wall and it made it look like it was being spotted. So, when does Riley realize there's an enemy there? It looks like around here. But went to clear something else. And then came back. Stopped short. So, once again, we do this. You're compensating for your stopping. And, I don't... that doesn't happen. Right? That doesn't happen. So you stop short. So we'll see how many frames it takes for you to realize that you fucked up, right? So we're gonna go from here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 frames. 8 frames again for an adjustment. Okay. Equals 8 times 16.67. What? Oh, I fucked up. Equals 7 times 16.67 equals 6 times 16.67. Now I'm willing to believe this adjustment's legit. A little weird though, because it is like one of the higher end ones for all these micro adjustments in the low category. But you know, who knows? I'm willing to believe that that's a legit micro adjustment, even though it looks like you just do it again. I don't know what's up with your mouse settings, Riley. They're kind of weird. So, how long does it take for you to deflect from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frames to flick. A little low. I honestly. Okay, so we're down here, so we're gonna go with the first flick. Just gonna delete the Cairo part, because we don't need to. Okay. Now he goes to revive the teammate. Although was going to instead advance on this person. A little weird.
Teammate.
Now, I'm going to go based on the gunshots, is when Riley notices that there's an enemy there. So we're going to go based on gunshots for the next flick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. That's another one. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. 53 frames. Now, if we go based on the gunshot instead, right? Because, I mean, let's be fair. The actual seeing the tracer go past his head. Past their head, right? Go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 frames.
Whoa!
Is locked in as they're jumping. Pro aimer skills, by the way. Definitely place their crosshair, third-party crosshair, their HUD Site 2 crosshair directly while they're aiming onto the enemy, and it doesn't move during any of that movement. Oh my god. That was wild. Now we're going to go for this one. There's an enemy right here. There's an enemy on the minimap. So, Riley sees this guy here. So we're going to figure out how long it takes for him to react to that enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. 47 frames before accidentally swapping over to this guy instead. And I don't even want to put that in there because that is just fucking atrocious, right? So we're going to start another first flick. Actually, we're going to wait until that guy dies, I guess, to start another first flick. Because that's just weird. That is, I swear to God, 43 milliseconds of not noticing the enemy as their swap off enemy. Like, Riley, I don't want to dump on you, man, but, yeah, I don't want to dump on you, but, like, come on. That is from my visual stimulus point of view, while Riley's visual stimulus might be something different. It might be that Riley figured out that there's an enemy there around here, and then decided to flop, right? But that is just unacceptable for someone who should be looking at their screen right now and is seeing both enemies, red fucking dots above their heads, and then starts to shoot. So we're gonna go here. Is wild the crosshair swaps over. Swap shoulders. Okay, that's the kill shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 frames? Oh, holy shit. Oh, damn. That is some insane reaction time. Swaps over to here. Overshoots. So we got an overshoot, people. So I'm going to go from here. 1, 2. Damn! Damn! That's like God. Oh. Oh, man. That ain't looking good for you, Riley. I'm sorry. That's like 4 frames. It's even less than 4 frames. Look, you went over and then went back. One, 2. Oh, man, that's awful. You know, actually, considering Riley's ability to overshoot targets at close range and fail to track them at close range, this actually might be another example of Riley stopping and then doing this thing. Because the flick's too fast, man. Right? So if I want to try to get to here and I'm trying to flick my, around here and I'm trying to flick my mouse at max speed, oh, I'm over. Oh, I'm over. Right? I have to have the muscle memory to know when I'm getting close to the center, right? But, like, that's 4 frames. That is an instantaneous, I know I'm over-flicking this person immediately. Right? That's like either some muscle memory or some mass hacks, bro. It really is. I'm not going to count that, though, because that might be an overflick. But it's just weird, because if I look at the mouse acceleration, right? Let's look at the mouse acceleration. Right? We're going this way, this way, this way. Barely moves past the guy. Goes back on. It doesn't look like you're trying to slow it down. Within 3 frames, you try to slow... maybe. Now, let's see when you realize that he's dead to not locking anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 frames for you to realize he's not dead. Third flick off. Once again, in the quarter-second reaction time window. Now you go up here. You pull out your gun, you go to stop. Instead of swapping, you're locked on to the tugs. Instead, I don't even want to put that in the adjustment bar because that just is wild, bro. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames, you'd adjust off the tugs after going onto it. Equals 16 times 16.67 equals... So you're shooting his back. Let's see how long it takes for you to gain manual control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames to get away from the enemy. Okay, so now you're going this way. End clip onto another clip in the
So
temple, I guess.
got a free abyssal dagger.
Yeah, you got a free abyssal dagger. Yep. There's an enemy behind the door. Off to your left. You go to shoot this guy instead. So your visual stimulus for seeing this guy is, I'm going to say here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm going to say 17 frames. Hold up. You go to aim up, and then you start sprinting again? Oh, wait, no, sorry. You're aiming. Sorry. Never mind. I stand corrected. I was wrong. Now we're going to see some special Riley aim. Right? You're aiming. You're lagging behind and shooting their backpack. You lost track. I thought you were an aim god who could aim at a car moving across the screen, though. Now you're starting to track him properly. Overshoots, but that's a kill shot. So I'm not... I don't know what's up with that, but let's find out how long it takes for the kill to swap onto a new target. Right? Now, there's an enemy right here and an enemy right here. This enemy is not a threat to you. This enemy is... When do you see this enemy? Well, you shot at him. So, probably around here when you start tracking, whatever this guy's name is. So, let's see what you target switch to next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Damn. Oof. Damn, bro. Mad aim. Immediately on the target, unlike almost every other ones. So now you're off. I don't know what's up with your aim. So you aim past around here. Let's see how long it takes for you to readjust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frames for you to readjust. Okay. So here's the kill shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames. That is the flick, not this flick. Second flick. Now, if you haven't noticed, I've been accidentally referring to Riley as both a guy and a girl. I'm trying to refer to Riley as Riley because I do not want to get involved. And really, me being called transphobic really kind of doesn't mean anything to me because it just doesn't matter. But, you know, look, you want to call me transphobic because I'm accidentally referring to Riley as a guy, despite me hearing a man voice. And, I mean, let's be fair, I wasn't really reading the video to begin with, the status in the video. I never read it. I saw the video first. I'm trying not to refer to Riley as a guy. It kind of slips out. Don't get on my case about it, alright? So now you're onto this target. Man, there's some fucking shit-ass hit registration in this game, I gotta admit. So, wait. Is that? No, it's the laser. Okay. So you're over here. You immediately after going off, you flick to the left. Other shoulder. Interesting. You never killed him, so we're going to go based off the dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 frames, but notice exactly how this tracking is working. Flawless tracking here. Some hair on my screen. So let's continue. Oh, okay. So now we're up here. Aims is hitting. Dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frames for the un-ADS to happen. So, un-ADS time under bus. I'm going to call that like a... So now you're over here. There's an enemy behind you, it looks like. That might be a ping, I'm not sure. Let me go back before you turn. So you have your squad mate. It looks like they go down around now at 21 seconds and 52 frames into the video. there's an enemy here, there's an enemy there, there's an enemy there, and there's an enemy behind the squad mate that the squad mate just marked. Now, instead of engaging any of these enemies, you decide to turn onto the bus. Now, you might be getting to cover. I can accept that, right? Because you're trying to shoot this guy who's behind you. That's fine. That's fine. I accept that. There's a guy right here. Riley doesn't see them. Decides to aim down. That's some... It looks like you're trying to aim this way, but then you pull that way, and then you're down. You're fucking circling around. Then you start hitting when you aim down sight. Again. Okay. I don't know what to start with here. Where is the reaction time? So I'm assuming you see them here, and you're like, ah, shit, I might get fucked here. So you do this, but you're queued up your aim down here in your mind, and then start aiming down. I don't think I've ever made that mistake before. Well, let's just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 frames for that to go down. There a second. And you start going up, but when you aim down sight, you lock onto their head, and then you kill them. So we're gonna go on the bus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames. Okay. That was 8 frames, right? Let me recheck. I'm pretty sure that was 8 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames? Okay. Very locked in cat girl right now. Definitely not cheating. Yep, not cheating whatsoever. You know. Doubt. Sorry, 6. Definitely not cheating. Just weirdness. Oh wait, was that the end? No. I fucked up. My bad. Let me okay. We're in the bus over here. So now you have... Can you see that enemy? So you're aiming at this guy now. However, there's an enemy coming onto the bus. So you aim down sight, you're in line with this guy, but then you start shooting the bus wall. So I'm going to say when you start shooting the bus wall is when you get the idea that maybe you should aim over here. So we're going to see the micro adjustment time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. 10 on ADS. You're not aiming at this person. I want to take the reacquired site. Okay, so do 10 for the first one. 10. Perfect tracking, again. But somehow you fail to track a stationary target from time to time. Right? And as you see, your crosshair is over them right now. You slightly move over to the right, and you're on target again. Right, so let's see how long it takes for you to stop firing. So you're unaimed. You see this guy again. You're still tracking him, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm not going to count that as some kind of weird thing because, to be fair, you took 2 steps over to the bus. You'd probably try to take 3, 4 steps over to require a target, and you just queued up that action in your brain. But let's see the funny part. Ready? When you kill the guy, 1, 2, 3, 3 frames. 3 frames to flick to the next person. Wow. Oh. Flick to the next person who entered the bus. 3 frames, everybody, equals 3 times 16.67 equals 2 times 16.67 equals 1 times 16.67. Sorry, people. Conditional formatting, color scales, more rules, lowest value, so if your number is below 100, we're gonna go with like 110, or we're gonna go with 100. And if your number is above that, I don't care. I'm gonna go with we're gonna do a different one where it's gonna be 150, right? This is gonna be green. This is gonna be bitch ass red, right? There we go. Please, color scale, more rules. You aren't gonna do that. Okay, I see what it is. I'm going to be doing this when I'm done. So we're going to continue. 3. I'm sorry. Bro. You are a cheater. Holy shit. So now you overflick this guy on the bus. Right, so we're going to start here. 1, 2, 3. 3 frames to readjust. Damn, you rage hacking right now. Damn, that is some high-tier rage hacks. Like how the red marker isn't even gone, and you're... Damn. Just damn. So what do you do after this, right? Then you go outside.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And that's when you're done, right?
Yeah.
So here's the kill shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're gonna go 15. And flick no other enemies. Anything below 100 is definitely a cheat territory, and anything above 150 is kind of potentially acceptable, but I'm going to put it up to like 180. And the reason is that's just actually no, I'm going to just go yeah. Anything above 180 that's acceptable, right? So this is all Riley's timers, okay? As you can see, there are a lot of clips where shit don't add up. It don't. All right. So let's go.
Oh my goodness, guys.
So now you're over here. You see this guy. You make a turn. I don't know what you're trying to do, but you see this guy, right? Overshoot. But when you aim down sight, now you're on target. Like, let's see. When are you on target? You're on target here. Damn, one shot kill. I can see the fucking red X right there. I can see the red pixel right there for 2 frames before. Damn. I've been fucking measuring all of this wrong. Everything. I've been measuring everything all wrong. I can see the red fucking X right there. Damn. Right there. Red fucking pixels. Red X. I've been measuring this 2 frames too early the entire time. I'm not going to change it, though. I'm going to change it right when it's here, okay? Just so everyone's clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Perfectly tracking. And then suddenly off target. Is turning. What is that? Like 135? No. 180. 180 degrees. Okay. So 13 frames. So, let's continue. You're going back and forth. Can't decide which enemy to shoot. Do you even see... It looks like you see that guy. But then you... Hold up. When do you see this guy? Okay. You see them there. That's fine, I guess. Alright, now you're on target. I don't know. Yep. Alright, so let's see how long it takes you to adjust when you realize that you're shooting at absolutely nothing again. So we're going to go with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You take 32 frames before deciding to switch targets to an enemy. I don't think you can see that enemy. Is he shooting? No, he's shooting, so you might be able to see him on the minimap. That's fine. I have no problem with that. So, 32. Once again, lowest is the best case scenario I can give to Riley, because that is maybe essentially having the input lag, and then the 4 frames. Anything between the 4 frames that could be in between the 60 FPS that we see, that could be the lowest possible reaction time for Riley. The medium is accounting only for the mouse and the display, the computer, then the engine, right? And obviously the network. That is the reaction time for the network, and the highest is me seeing it, okay? And I decide when that is, right? So that's 30 seconds, that's 32, and then you decide to go over here, right? So you adjust this way, you completely overshoot. So you should notice about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16 again. Just before shooting a tank. Just because shooting at invis object. Alright. At collision box of turret. ends. No, actually, that's a flick. Flick from turret to guy under bus. Yeah, no, that's correct. That is sorry. We're gonna do I'm just gonna put that in plain text. 516. And then I'm gonna just delete this field. Overshot adjust. So now we're under the bus. When do you do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 15 frames for you to move. Inhuman reaction time, people. Now, you aim up to the right. So let's see how long it takes for you to adjust from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll go with about 13 is when you realize. So 12 frames. Second, adjust for that guy. So he's dead. Now what do you do? Dead mark is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. As you can see, again, with the aim assist, it's aiming at this guy, and then you, instead of, you're tracking the target, right? And then it shoots off again, right? So, around here is when you flick. That's 41. When does the X show up for me? 27. So that's 21 frames for the second flick. Second flick. 22, 21 times 16.67. I'm sucking at Excel, I know. Equals 20... Okay. Next. Now you flick this way. What are you aiming at? You're aiming at that guy. And then you adjust. So when is that adjustment from the center block to the guy on the side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 frames. 9 frame adjustment. Adjust from cinder block to just concrete block. Block to prone. Okay. 9 frames equals 9 times 16.67. I know. Shut up. Damn, I suck. No. Now, from when the X shows up to when you flick again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frames. 12 frames, so you do 180-degree flick. Third flick. Flick. 180. I don't even want to talk about this. This just looks fucking weird. Okay, so you're aiming at this guy, once again. And then your aim goes up there immediately. So let's see how long it takes for that to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames for your aim to fucking fly away. Fourth flick to wall of the building. 180. Ultra fast. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames. So you can see the flicks, there's only a few that are extremely sus, as in really badly, really badly sus. But all these micro adjustments, all these adjustment reaction times, oh boy, no, I don't believe it. No, So now you're aiming over here for no reason, right? It's like you're confused. So let's see how long it takes for you to adjust after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames. You're aiming at somebody else. It's like you're aiming at some guy down the hall. 16 frames adjustment. Adjust from building wall to below. Equals 16 times 16.67. Equals 15 times 16.67 equals 14 times 16.67. Now, from aiming here, right? 1, 2, 3. 3 frames. From below wall to left. You're aiming a little high. I don't know what's up with that. You should be hitting every one of those shots. Okay, so around here is when you kill the enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 frames, everybody. 5 frames. And then you move off. And then on aim. 5 frames. Adjustment. 5th flick. From left enemy to vegetation to the left equals 5 times 16.67 equals 4 times 16.67 equals 3 times 16.67. As you can see, lots of red, Riley. So now you're putting out the medic box, and now you're aiming at this guy up here, right? Let's see what you do. I don't think you need to adjust. So enemy's dead here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 frames for 6 flick. Enemy on rubble to the right. That was 20.
Oh my god, I'm crying. What the
Yeah, you are
fuck?
fried because you're cheating. So, here we are again. Another clip on Cairo.
You don't do the dishes, you don't have anything to eat.
Okay, so now we get the kill here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Kill after 18. First flick after vaulting, railing. Over goes, comes back immediately, and then locks onto something else, and then locks onto that. Okay, so we're gonna go from the overflick because I'm gonna assume that's just, I mean, that's 1 frame compensation there. Okay. I guess once again you could be aiming really fast, and then you try to overcompensate because your muscle memory knows, right? That you overflicked. So let's go from here to the next adjustment. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frames adjustment. Adjustment. How do I describe that? Shooting metal wall. Adjustment after shooting metal wall. Shooting car tire down the street. Just got those frames again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's say 12. Okay. Here's the kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frames to move your crosshair onto some other guy. That 14 frames to move your crosshair. Second flick equals 14 times 16.67 equals 13 times 16.67 equals 12 times 16.67. Okay. Once again, with the strange micro adjustment of going over the target and then somehow circling back towards the target again within a frame. Like I said, the more I see it, the more it looks like Riley is overflicking, but then muscle memory kicks in to adjust that, but then you fuck up and then you get some other weird flicks, right? There's the kill shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24. 180s.
Telling you.
24, third flick, no enemies left. 24, third flick. Okay, next on the list. So we're going down. Riley decides to aim down here for some reason. Don't know why. But we're going to continue. We're going to consider that in my estimation. So Riley's aiming down here. This takes an adjustment. I'm going to say around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. 13, aiming at nothing. First flick. Iberia. Aiming at street. 2 enemy. Running. Right. It's at 13, right? I counted 13, right? You kill that again. Let me go from when aim happens, because for some reason you're literally aiming at him, and then you turn this way. So we're going to start from like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 frames. Okay. I'll be generous. So we're here. On target. It looks like your aimbot isn't working here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 frames to react. Let's see. Where do you see this guy? He's not on the minimap, as you can see, because the thing is over here. He's coming from this passage over here. He's on the minimap. It takes you 20 frames to switch from this target to here, but it looks like you only had that information on the screen. I mean, that's possible, I guess. Flick to person coming out of the alley. Equals 20. 16.67. It's 19 times 16.67 equals 18 times 16.67. Once again, red reaction times. Not possible. And they're happening. So I don't care how many greens there are on the screen. The amount of reds on this side are sus as fuck. Meanwhile, the amount of reds over here makes me wonder what is going on with Riley's aimbot. It seems like it's in beta, just like Battlefield 6. So you kill him, and then you un-ADS. 1, 2, 3. 3 frames un-ADS. How long does it take you to flick? Oh, no, wait, you're out of ammo. Never mind, that doesn't count. Never mind, I'll be fair. You're out of ammo, so you have to reload. So how long does it take you? Damn, there's some fucking lag between when the gun recoils and you have to aim. So you get here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 frames to. Okay. Third flick forced reload equals 9 times 16.67 equals 8 times 16.67 equals 7 times 16.67.
Okay, so you had
See, put the smoke over here.
2,000 viewers and
So Riley sees an enemy on the minimap here and here. That enemy is already pinged so that you can see them.
calling me.
And you can see this guy here, and there's another enemy here. Now what happens here
Famous.
is Riley aims at this person, aims down, so you shoot around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect tracking on the torso. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, you start the 19, 20, 21. Do 19. So when you start to flick behind the guy to the wall. 19. First flick. Cairo. Inside, destroyed. 2. Pre-fire. Guy behind wall. Equals 18 times 16.67 equals 17 times 16.67. So now you're shooting at this guy. You're over here. You make a micro adjustment. So when do you do this? You go this way. 2-frame micro adjustment. And then instant snap. There's a snap here. Look at the acceleration of the mouse. It's perfectly locked on to the enemy behind the wall. So, a skill. And then somehow decides to flick to the enemy that's standing. Is not a threat whatsoever, but you decide to flick over to here because your brain is somehow computed that this enemy would be dead because you're trying to shoot through the wall and pre-fire them. So I'm going to start from like here, when you actually lock onto them, to when you move over to the enemy. So we're going to do second flick. Flick. Pre-fired wall guy to person by toe. I assume it's a toe, right? Is there a toe down there? By A. Person in line with A. In line with A. So, let's continue. So I'm going to start from here. Locked on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 23. Here's the problem, Riley. You're literally aiming at this guy through the wall. So this is another one of your object permanence moments where you're tracking this guy almost perfectly. Another 23 moment. So now, Riley's here. Watch this aim. Is locked on, then locks off. Another one. Another cheat. Locks off. So we're going to go from when locks on, aims at guy by A. Adjustment from guy at A to A at guy at A next to tree because shooting at tree. So let's continue. You're here. I'm going to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames. Another pro gamer equals 8 times 16.67 equals 7 times 16.67 equals 6 times 16.67. Ooh, another red. Oh no, Riley. So now you're shooting at this guy perfectly again. Aimbot's on. So red marker shows up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 frames from guide A. To so you overflicked, but you don't have your signature. It doesn't look like your signature turn move nearly covered as much ground as it usually does at close range, which is strange. So we're going to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 frames. Take it back on turret. Adjustment. From guide to the right. To the right. Because shooting at post. That was 18, 17 times 16.67. 16 times 16.67. So when you kill. Reload.
No!
Swaps the pistol.
What? No way!
Swaps the pistol. Forced flick. So now you're over here. I go from over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 15 frames to get on target for this guy. That's acceptable. Now, we're going to go adjustment. Oops. Adjust from guy to the from wall pre-fired guy to him. Go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna go from. We're gonna end at 5 frames. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll do 13. 13 frames because it looks like fucking hell. So I'm gonna be here soon. So I'm gonna go there now. Okay, so from the kill shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I skipped. There's a skip frame. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Around here. Oh, what is it? 50? 40? Starts at 40, ends at 50. Okay, so that's 10 frames. That's fine. Equals 10 times 16.67. Equals 9 times 16.67. Equals 8 times 16.67. I fucked up. Hold on. Fourth. Deflect. To inside of ruined building. Damn, that dog is howling. So 10 frames equals 10 times 16.67 equals 9 times 16.67 equals 8 times 16.67.
I saw the nutty clip to bloom.
Okay, so Riley aims down sight, here, and then decides to immediately flick after aiming over here to some guy laying down, and then has to readjust. So I'm gonna ignore this because that's just fucking weird. I have no idea what's going on here, but that's just a no-no. So we're gonna start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 frames to readjust. Onto barrier guy behind deploy couple cover, 15. Equals 15 times 16.67. No, that's 15.57. Sorry. Adjustment from wall to guy behind deployed cover. Equals. Ah, fuck. That hurts. Okay, so then first flick from stairs to wall next to guy behind deployed cover. I'm gonna count that now because that's fucking wild. Aims down sights. So from when aims down sight to the flick actually happens, so we're gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 frames for the flick to happen, okay? Eee, that's another red. I'm sure that might be fucked up somehow, because maybe, I don't know. I don't know why you just have to aim down sight first and then change your... That's just entirely weird. So you're aiming, you killed him. Oh, you're out of ammo. I was gonna say you ADS'd again. That's fine. Clip end. No other enemies. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fucking lengthen this out. Oops. Damn, bro. Damn, I have to lengthen that out because we're looking at the final clips now. So Riley comes up behind these 3 guys. Once again, aim. That's fine. Okay, right? Aim's over here. Overflicks somehow. That's perfect acceleration, right? However, let's look at this again. First flick behind 3 guys. First flick from behind 3 guys. God damn it, I fucking did it again. Guess it's like over here. So, let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames for the first adjustment. Okay, nice, nice. First looking behind the guys. Prone to person on right, moving left. Equals 7. Okay, so now you overflick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 11. It looks like 11. Overflick. Adjustment. Guy moving left next to prone, man. How much was that? I think it was 11. I think I said 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we'll go with 11 because 12 is when they start moving. And yeah. 11 times 16.67 equals 10 times 16.67 equals 9 times 16.67. Oh, back into pro territory again. That's interesting, Riley. Then over adjustment from going too far. Let me go from here. Second adjustment on that same person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames. Okay. Once again, Riley. Tracking God at things at long range, but sometimes has trouble tracking targets at close range, even though they're massively bigger. Interesting. Interesting. Now, from when the kill shot happens to the guy in the corner over here, second flick from person on right, moving left to person crouching on bags. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 frame flick. Oops, did I fuck up? Oh, yeah, that's 9. Yeah, oops. Almost gave you something funny. Now you're on target again, even though all the other times you seem to overflick. Interesting. No needs for adjustment on this person. Okay, so when do you turn again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 frame. Flick. To the left.
3 TS.
Third flick. From crouching guy to the left. No enemies remaining. So, once again, we are back at the no enemies remaining. Let's see. Hmm. Just seems really weird and really sus for you and sus for you.
What the fish?
Yeah, very fish, because you hacking. Biggest hacker. So you see this guy. You aim on target, even though your aim was down here. On target, because your third overlay crosshair. Now, I'm not concerned that you have an overlay crosshair. I'm concerned what you're using it for, which seems to be scouting out where you need to aim for your aimbot to take effect. Which is toggled sometimes. Look at this. Flawless tracking on this target at range, but couldn't track an enemy that is static and standing still. So, from the first flick at A on... wow. Breakthrough. Cairo breakthrough. First flick on A, bus. On guy in building. Past Cairo A on breakthrough. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 frames for you to switch targets. Equals 13 times 16.67. Equals 11. Tar 12 times 16.67. Equals 11 times 16.67. Okay, next. No adjustment again. On target. On target. On target. Off target now. Off target. And on target. And on target. And on target. Looks like you spread. You didn't even adjust your aim. You just decided to keep strafing. Yeah, nah. So here we go. Till shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. 18, flick off to the right. Runs inside building. 18. Enemy remaining. Runs away. Second flick. Before I forget. Flick. Enemy remaining. 180s. Runs away.